Okay, as you can see, we have a little bit of a different setup. My coffee, don't mind these, we'll get to them. We're going to be organizing my makeup and putting it away where it belongs because it's gotten a little out of hand and I could definitely use some organization in my life. And this is not all of my makeup. Some of my makeup is still coming in the mail, so that will just get put away when the time comes. I'm going to start with eyeshadow palettes because that's what I have at the top of my pile. If you could only see my bed right now, you would be like, you don't need to buy any more makeup, woman. I truly don't, but I love it. So this is my singles from Sydney Grace. I've got some Touch of Glam, Terre Moons. There's some Divina. These are Shroud Cosmetics. This is a Natasha Denona. It's a little bit of everything just in here. I also have some more singles. We've got Colored Rain. We've got Lunar Beauty, Makeup Geek, one Viseart shadow from a palette. These are from Refer. I got this in my Black Friday haul. That will be coming. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it like this because I have a few Viseart palettes that I ordered during Black Friday and they have yet to come in. So I'm going to leave it as it is and just kind of scooch it to the side. And I'm now going to move on to my brushes. So, because my children are touching every single thing. I'm going to put all my eye brushes, face brushes, so I'm going to stick all my liner in here, and I think I'm going to stick all my liquid liners in this one. I have a lot coming, and then I'm going to also stick my lip liners in this one. So I actually do not like this Kat Von D liner. I got this, I don't know how I got this, but I just feel like the formulation is so dry. I am going to keep it, however, until my Made by Mitchell liners come in the mail. I ordered the rest of the collection after trying brownie points on Black Friday. So when those come in, I will be decluttering this, but for the time being, I'm going to just keep it. If the camera is shaky, it's because my son is literally hitting my tripod. And it keeps getting more and more cluttered up here because I have to keep taking things away before they destroy. Okay, so I'm going to keep all my tools that I use on a regular basis in here. This is weird, but it used to be from an eyeliner and I really liked the felt tip. I use it when I do graphic looks to put on my liners because I can get it dirty and it's not something that I have to worry about. So it's a weird keep, but I'm keeping it. I'm also going to stick all my arts brushes in here. So these are brushes that like I use for liner or detailed work. I'm going to stick that in there. Lash glue will go in here. I think eyeshadow bases, I'm going to stick them in here as well because if they're out front and center, I'll remember to use them. A lot of times I don't use them in my looks because I just kind of forget that I have them. So I'm hoping by pulling them out and sticking them front and center right here, I'll see them, I'll remember to use them. If you hear banging, that's my children. Okay, on my lap, I'm going to place all of my primers in here. Got this little component in hopes to rotate out the foundations and concealers that I have because I have so many. I mean, I don't have the biggest collection of products, but I do have a pretty decent sized collection of products and I feel like I don't utilize it enough. So I'm going to start with all my primers in here. Those I regularly rotate through. If I feel like I'm gravitating towards one a little bit too much, I will switch it up and pick something else on a different day. But I feel like I haven't retched for this Guerlain or this Lancome. I haven't picked my Pat McGrath up in a while. I might be able to fit all of my foundations in here. That would be fantabulous. This is one of my favorite. This is the NYX Bear With Me. I'm so sad that they discontinued this. I wish that they had not done such a thing. It's kind of a disappointment. NYX continues to get rid of their products that I love. This is another one. This is Tower 28 Sunny Days. I love this sunscreen, tinted sunscreen. So beautiful. It wears so stunningly well on the face. Please don't. Do you? Here, go. This is empty, so I am going to declutter it. This is not empty. And I think that is it for my foundations. So right now I'm working through my Chantecaille Future Skin in the gel form. Once I'm done with that, I will pull out my cushion, but for right now I'm going to just stick him in there and hope he fits. I'm content with that. I'm actually going to move all of my art brushes right here with my face brushes because I don't have as many face brushes, so it'll be easier for me to dig in here and find the brush. No, I lied. I'm just going to stick them all back in here. Do you see? This is where my problem lies. This is so indecisive because I feel like I'm going to forget that I stuck them in here and then I'm going to like, I can't find any of my brushes. So if they're here, I'll be able to find them. Thank you. And I'm going to stick my concealers in here. am going to stick my random one liquid highlighter in here. This is the shade Transcend from Rare Beauty. I'm going to swatch on my leg. It is one of my favorite. I'm not a huge cream highlighter fan, but this just goes on so beautifully, and it's just the most natural glow ever. So I do keep random sample cards that you get that when you make purchases, just in the event that I do a full face of something and I need a new product that I don't have. I can just grab into one of those and like throw it on, so it's a full face of testing new makeup. My lip products, because my sons continue to touch them. This one stays on my desk. I do have another that we will work on here shortly, and I keep the ones that I'm working through, testing, trying. I want to use on my face right this second. In here, my face. Throw it away. Go. Okay, these are the Lila Bee Lip Oils in the shade Be Reliable, or Be Remarkable and Be Elegant. I do grab for these. I do like these. They're a thicker gloss formula. They're very comparable to the Ilia that is my favorite. However, if I'm going to grab them, I'll normally grab them like as I'm running out the door or whatever. I don't tend to grab them during makeup looks. So I think I'm going to keep Be Elegant here and put Be Remarkable in this little container. I got this because of Tati, and I'm going to continue to use it because it is so stinking expensive. But I am not a huge fan of the Dior Lip Maximizer Hyaluronic Lip Plumper. I feel like it actually dries out my lip as I stick some on. I do like the plumping sensation that it gives. But every time I use this, although I love the formulation, I love the tingle, it dries my lips out. In the flavor Pineapple, they lost the lids because of my children. There were lids. There are no longer lids. Where the lids are, I'm not going to talk about it. But I'm going to stick those right there. Here, my perfumes in here. I kind of had them in here already, but I felt like my makeup was just getting a little too crazy and overtaking everything, so there was no room for anything other than makeup. I also have my Jimmy Choo lipstick that I almost forgot. I might stick that. I'm trying to decide. I might stick that in here as well. I'm just going to pop that in the lip stand because I tend to not gravitate towards it. And this little storage unit here. I think what I'm going to do is in here, I'm going to stick these palettes that didn't quite fit in that organizer, and that way it frees up this area of my beauty desk. The reason these are going in these drawers are because they didn't fit, or I don't tend to gravitate towards them. I use this more in the spring, summer. I kind of dabble into this, but I don't tend to show it on camera because you can't get it anymore. So if I do show it, it's only because this is a nice palette. It's Pat McGrath. It's just not one of my favorites. And this one is cute, and I got it specifically because Baby Yoda looks like my son. And same thing with this. This palette is nice. It's just not a favorite. It's not a favorite formulation. I like to go lightest to darkest. In this palette, you have to go darkest to lightest. So because I have to do a little extra work, I tend to not gravitate towards this specifically. There's no like rhyme or reason as to why I don't grab that palette, but I guess there is a little rhyme or reason. But I'm going to keep this bottom drawer open in case I need to grab something. So, or in case something tiny I find to stick inside of it. Okay, so moving on to my clear acrylic that's going to sit on my desk. Do not grab that. This drawer, I'm going to start from the top. Yeah, we'll start from the top. I'm going to stick lashes in here. So I have some House of Lashes lashes. I have some Michaela X Glam Light. I have some House of Lashes and Patrick Ta. And I think this is that's it for lashes. I tend to try and keep my lashes in rotation. Once one is kind of old, I will toss them and grab a new pair out of my storage that I have. I think in the back of here, I'm going to stick some rubber bands, hair things that like I might need while filming. Because I tend to do my hair right at my desk, so it's nice, easy, accessible. I'm trying to think if I want to put powder in here too. I probably should. Yeah, I think I'm going to put powder. Okay, so I have my Dior Powder No Powder. I love this powder. It is a beautiful, like, finishing / setting powder. I love it as foundation. Do you want to swatch it too? Then I have my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Powder. Love this stuff. This is in the shade Pound Cake. I have my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Powder in medium. Push you. I have my Givenchy palette or setting powder. This is the Creamy shade, I guess, is the shade of this. I love this setting powder, but boy, is it pressy. I just picked up the Givenchy and it hasn't shipped yet, and I'm so sad. I'm like, come on, Sephora, ship it to me. Stop touching. Okay, I have my Pat McGrath Under Eye Setting Powder. If I can get the thing open. One of my favorite setting powders for all over the face, but there's such a little bit amount of product. So I also have my Sephora. Mom! Why am I having such a hard time opening all these compacts? This is the Sephora Micro Smooth Setting Powder. And I also may stick in here highlighters. Oh my gosh, I have another primer that I forgot. So we're going to have to adjust. Okay, so I have my Huda Beauty highlighting palette. I don't not stick hair stuff in here. And my Huda Beauty powder. I have my Pat McGrath Divine Glow in the shade Stop It. In the shade Golden Nectar. Stop. I have my Pat McGrath in Divine Rose. I have to be careful when opening this because my children literally dropped it a trillion times. So this is one of my favorite. I actually kind of use this as a blush topper more so than a highlight, but I do use it as a highlight. I have my Kaleidos Moon Cruiser. This is the old packaging. I also have Solar Sailor old packaging, and then I have Mars Melter, the old packaging. I have another face powder. This is the Beauty Bakery flour powder. And I think in the back here, to utilize the space, I'm going to stick like foundations. That way they're on my desk. I'm going to make this because I did find, because I did find another setting or another primer. I'm going to, I think I'm going to take out my Guerlain one because it's such a weird package. Like, it's so freaking weird. And I'm going to stick it in the back here. And then I will have room for my First Ollie. I'm so sad they're not a brand, but maybe in the future they will come back. Don't touch, son. And I think that's all I'm going to stick in this drawer. Okay. So, I'm going to put my blush and bronzers in here. So, these are my two favorites from Melt. This is the Melt Digital Dust in Raw Honey and Buzzkill. These are two of my favorite blush duos. Like, this is like a mauvey pink, and this is like a peachy pink shade. They're two of my favorites. This is my Tom Ford, another favorite. This is in the shade Peach Poison. It is not. It says it's got a shade. It does not. This is my Laura Mercier in Fresco. This is another favorite. Any blushes that I have are going to be my favorites. I tend to declutter those relatively quickly if I don't like them. This is my Makeup by Mario in the shade Desert Rose blush. These are so stunning, so stunning. Thank you. Okay, stop. This is one of my least favorite, but I love the color. This is the this is the ColourPop in Rustica. It's not one of my faves, but I like the color. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is another fave. This is Pat McGrath. Here. Go. This is Pat McGrath and Flirtatious. Can you see I have a favorite, like, blush color? I think I'm going to push these all to the back, and then I'm going to keep my creams in the front. So I have the Fenty Cream in Strawberry Drip and Rose Latte. They're two of my faves. I also have the Made by Mitchell blusher in Strawberry Cherry Cola. Give me. Go sit down. Go sit down. Okay, this is the shade Shy Boy. It is not one of my favorites, so I'm actually going to put this to the side. I love the formulation. I'm not a huge fan of the shade, so I'm going to put this to the side and stick it in that other component. This is the Hourglass in Loyal, one of my faves. And I think that completes the blushes. If I come across any more. Oh, here's my last blush. This is in Peach Sunset. This is from Tarte. It is so beautiful. I didn't think I was going to love it, but I truly do love this. My camera keeps moving because of my children. My camera keeps changing because of my children, but I love this shade. It blends so beautifully. I just don't like the color's not one of my faves, but I do like the formulation, if that makes sense. Like, this is a beautiful formula, not a favorite color. He fits perfectly there. This is my Charlotte Tilbury in Nudegasm. I love this palette. I just got it in the Sephora haul. This is my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Powder in medium. Don't mind that my kids just dug their fingers into it. This is the Kaleidos Charismatic Warm and Medium palette. Such a fave. This is my Dior Backstage Contour Palette. Oh my gosh, I've been sticking these all in thinking that I have to flip them because they're all facing the wrong way. I thought they would be facing out towards me. They are not. This is my Huda Beauty Tantour in medium. This is my Mistake Proof from Deca Scarlet. I love this stuff. Hate the package because it just gets so dirty and everything dirty. So again, I'm going to set this aside. It will go in my other unit to be used. This is my Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpting in medium. Love it. It will stay in here. This is my blusher from Made by Mitchell in Hollow there, and it will stay front and center. I also have this Dior bronzer. This is in Warm Bronze, number 5. It's a little light, but I do love it. It will stay. Charlotte Chantecaille. This is in Serena. She is one of my favorites. She has this beautiful little sheeny sheen to her, and it's just a beautiful bronzer. If you have Chantecaille coin, I would recommend picking up the Chantecaille bronzer. Okay, so this one, I don't really truly need it. I'm going to leave it empty because I could probably find something that I want to put in it. So for now, she will stay empty. Okay, I have like 5 billion like sharpeners, so these can just pop right into here. I did say I'm sure I'll find something that would go in these tiny little spaces. And again, there is nothing wrong with any of these products. I just do not tend to gravitate towards them. That's the only reason that they are getting placed not right directly on my makeup desk. It's just I don't tend to gravitate towards them. These are just some wipes. I don't tend to use them, but I have them in case I need them. Again, I do keep these just in case I'm doing like a full face of new makeup. I have new makeup to use. No! Ah! Son! Okay, I'm going to stick these in here. Just pop them in. Does this even fit in here? It does fit. Okay, this fits perfectly. So it can sit in here. I didn't think it was going to fit, so it can actually go on the other shelf. So what we're going to do is just plop everything out really quickly. And we're going to quickly reorganize this shelf right here. Again, going to keep these in here in case. I have a random pair of scissors for like opening boxes. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to just toss that in there. I'm going to throw my hair things in here. Although I do my makeup here, I can always just walk over and grab everything that I'm going to need. What is that? Give me. Oh, go sit down. Go. I would utilize this, but my children always grab things. So what I tend to stick up here is just my like face halos and makeup erasers, and then I stick my blue light glasses up here. I tend to keep my setting sprays kind of off to the side over here, whatever I'm tending to rotate through. I might actually save this one because I'm going through my Urban Decay. It's older and I just kind of need to work through that one. I also don't use this setting spray very often because, or it's not a setting spray, face mist, because I have this one. So I'm going to save this for now. It is one of my favorites for just a quick hydrate before makeup. So, and I don't quite need this setting spray out. So again, it's just going to go in one of these drawers on that back corner, and I will show you the organization in a second. Is my desk all organized. I can now get rid of these. This is to toss. This is my Secret Santa for my family. And here is a view of all the drawers. All the palettes. I did lose space because I did order some Viseart palettes during the Black Friday sale, so I need space for those. My concealers, my powder puffs for my powder, my freckle pens, lip liners. Again, I'm going to stick all my liquid lipsticks, or liquid liners in here, lip liners, all my graphic liners in here, my lip products, my miscellaneous products. I have some random scissors in here. My glues that I might need. Again, that tool. I should actually probably move that over here. I'll stick it in one of the and with this. I'll stick it in here so I can see. A random spatula that I use. Eyeshadow bases. Eye drops. Random miscellaneous things. Okay, and here is my other container. This extra setting sprays, all my hair products, and the extra wipes, palettes, the extra like samples for when I do videos, scissors, random scissors, and some more palettes. I actually might move this just up here behind the perfumes. And there you go.